This year we decided to do something different and we took our kids on a vacation as their Christmas present this year. We decided to book the Nickelodeon Resort in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. This is our kids' first time out of the country, so they were super excited to go. Now this is the day after Christmas and we stayed up until the 29th of December. The flight over was pretty seamless. We had a direct flight from IAD to Punta Cana. We did book Amstar as our transfer service and it's about a 35-minute ride from the airport to the Nickelodeon Resort. Check-in was seamless. We did receive wristbands as well as 4 cards for your beach cards, and you will use those cards to cut on electricity in your room. Once we checked in, Dora the Explorer came out. We were able to take some pictures, and then we hopped in a golf cart and head to our room, as the living quarters are in the back of the property unless you book a villa, which is in the front side of the property. We booked through our credit card, which we booked a master suite, which equates to a flat suite in the Nickelodeon Resort. So this is a flat suite in Building 1, room 1213. It has a separate shower as well as a separate tub and toilet area. It has a double vanity. It has an area on the front door where you can request service from the housekeeping or your do not disturb. It has a separate king room, and you can make that king room private by pulling the pocket doors on each side closed. It does have 2 closets that have shelving area and an area for you to hang your clothes. It has a robe. They do have laundry service for an extra cost. They have a safe in the room. Extra pillows and extra blankets are located in those closets. Now, in between both closets is where you're going to find your coffee station that has coffee as well as sugar and creamer and extra bottles of water. You will also have the fridge right up under that. There is no liquor in this room, so you will have only Sprite, water, Coke, juice, and 2 cans of beer. They replenish that every day. This is the area where the kids slept. The bed was already pulled out and made up when we got into the room. The kids have their own TV. On the TV, you will find the schedule as well as all the activities going on, spa services, room service on the TV. Once again, you can make this room private here by pulling the pocket doors closed. But one thing I did like the most about this room is this room also has its own TV, so you do not have to watch what your kids are watching. But all of the lights function right next to the bed. The lights service all of the lights in the room, so you don't have to get out the bed to cut the lights on. Also, that privacy shade that's in the bathroom goes all the way down to the floor, so you can have complete privacy. This was an oceanfront room, so we had a clear view of the ocean as well as the pool area. So this particular building does not have an elevator, so we did have to take the stairs every time we needed to get to our room, and right below us are the oceanfront rooms. After we settled in, we went to the beach for a little bit and then we got dressed for dinner. We headed to dinner around 6 o'clock. We got to the front door probably about 6:15 for walk. What we did not know is that there was a wait for the specialty restaurant. We ended up waiting about 2 hours to get seated at Walk. My husband did stay at the door most of the time, just in case somebody canceled. But what we noticed is most of the tables were empty and they were very short-staffed. So the wait was longer because they were very short-staffed. Once we got in, our food came out really fast. The food was decent, and one of the hostess did tell us that they were short-staffed because that particular hostess was running from restaurant to restaurant. So if you're going, they may still be short-staffed, but just be patient. The next morning, I got up around 7 o'clock because I wanted to catch some content. And the property is very quiet in the morning, and so I was able to take these pictures. Now, this is in between buildings heading towards the Gourmet Village. They have a play area for the smaller kids as well as a kiddie pool area. This is the Gourmet Village. This is the coffee shop and the ice cream shop. The coffee shop has its own area, but it was closed down, so they moved the coffee shop over here next to the ice cream shop. The coffee is pretty good. They do have different pastries and sandwiches at your convenience. The menu does change daily. Even with the ice cream area, the menu changes daily. This is the buffet area. This is a breakfast buffet, and they have food from all nationalities there. So you will see a little bit of everything. They do have an omelet station. Of course, they have a waffle and pancake station. They do have a charcuterie area, a salad bar, yoga bar, fresh fruits, different types of breads and pastries, and all these other dishes that you see. I did enjoy the buffet, so did my family, and it was pretty easy to get in. It is a little hectic around 8:30 to 10 o'clock. It seems like that's when most people wake up, so it does become really crowded at that time. But when we went around 7:30, there was nobody really in there. After breakfast, I explored the property a little bit more. I did find the spa area as well as the fitness area. I did not go on the inside of them, but the spa and the fitness center is right behind the gift shop. In that little area next to the spa is where you're going to find the activities for the kids at night. They normally have a bounce house out there, people making balloons, people face painting, and they have games for the kids right here in this empty area. So this area is packed at night. This is the theater. They normally have about 2 shows a night in this theater. That's the first lobby, which I found out that's the lobby we checked in. But this right here is the second lobby. This is for the Prestige members. They get to check in and have their own bar in this area if you're a Prestige member. I found this lobby because that's where I had to go talk to my transfer agent to schedule my transfer back home. So if you're a Prestige member, you will check in that lobby. This is the front side of the Gourmet Village. So this is where most of the specialty restaurants, buffet, the sneak lounge, the theater, the spa, the coffee shop, the ice cream shop is all located. One thing I do like about this resort is that they have activities like this throughout the resort, and it's simply a sewer, but if you step on it, it sounds like the Ninja Turtles are coming out of the sewer and smoke and everything comes out of it, and the kids had a blast. Welcome to Aqua Nick. It's about a 5-minute walk from the front lobby, or you could take a golf cart over. However, to me, it just seemed like it took forever for the golf carts to come. Now, there is a full bar and a restaurant over there called Aqua Bites. They do have everything from pizza, hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, chicken wings, desserts, and a full bar. This is also where you will find Club Nick. Club Nick and Aqua Nick are together. So if you download the Charisma app, you will find all of the activities that are happening in Club Nick. My kids had no interest in going in Club Nick, so it won't be shown in this video. My kids did enjoy the water park portion of Aqua Nick. I will say if you have kids over 10, I'm not sure that they're going to really enjoy it, as most of the slides are smaller size. Most of the activities in Aqua Nick are made for smaller kids. We did see the bigger water slides, but we were told that part of the park was closed off for renovations. Also, parents, get to Aqua Nick early. If you want a seat in an umbrella, you have to get there early. Otherwise, they state their claim and they won't move. And all of the cabanas are reserved for Prestige members. If you want to get slime, you have to pay an extra cost to get slime. And at 3 o'clock, the big bucket where the Nickelodeon sign was turns green, and all the water in the water park turns green. The characters were definitely out, and you can take pictures with the characters at no additional cost. That night, we decided to eat at the Italian restaurant. We did get there around 6 o'clock, and the first thing we were asked is if we had a reservation. Now, at check-in, they told us we did not need any reservations for any of the restaurants. However, we were asked, and what we did find out is Prestige members are able to make reservations even before they land on the property, which this caused a lot of tension between the people who weren't Prestige members and the hostess at the restaurants. So we ended up waiting about 45 minutes to eat at the Italian restaurant. The food was really good and it did come out fast. However, it just really sucks when you have to wait, and then when you get in the restaurant, you see that there's about 10 to 15 open tables. Once again, they are really short-staffed. So when we came out of the Italian restaurant, they did have Dominican night that night. So they had a Dominican band. They had Dominican vendors selling things like coffee, Dominican drinks, cigars, souvenirs, and then they had a buffet. So you could also eat out here as well, in addition to the specialty restaurants or the other big buffet. So we did partake in some of the Dominican dishes. They also had a Dominican parade, which was really cool to see. The kids really enjoyed themselves. And then that night they did have a game show night, which my son was a part of. However, he lost. The next day, we did do the character brunch. The character brunch is located at the Zest restaurant, which is a Mediterranean restaurant, and it seems to only be open around lunch and sometimes dinner, but definitely for the character breakfast. It is, I believe, $59 for the kids, $69 for adults. Is it worth it? In my opinion, for the kids, yes. For the adults and breakfast, absolutely not. One thing I did like is that my son was able to find a friend, and that little boy helped him get over his fear of water. He encouraged him the whole time. And that's what I love about going on vacation with kids, because they connect with other kids from around the world. Now, Moana didn't want to get out the water, so we had to force her out the water. That night, we ate at the buffet because we didn't want any more drama with the restaurants. The buffet had an array of options, and it was really good. And right next to the buffet, we found the Snick Lounge. Like Snick at night, this was the Snick Lounge. And most of the older kids were in the Snick Lounge because they do have free video games, and they do have a pool table as well as a full bar, and the DJ was playing in there as well. So we hung out there this night, and then we took a family photo, and then we went back to our rooms and got ready as we departed the next morning. Overall, the Nick property is a good property as a starter property and all-inclusive for the kids, but will I be back? Probably not. I did enjoy myself, my family did enjoy itself, and so did the kids. So, if you got any questions, put them down in the comment section. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.